if you guys can drop in your comments or even want to say hi, please do that so that I know that I am actually able to talk and connect with the real people and not the bots. So can I have a show of hands, or if people can just say hi in the chat box, that would be really nice to connect and know that you guys are there. Very good. Hi, good morning, Achal. Good morning, people. Very good. Hey, Akshi, Muskan, Pramod, hi, nice to see you, man. So it would also be nice if you can provide me the place from where you are joining in. Is it a morning time? Is it an afternoon time? I really want to know so that I can uh, place my content accordingly and not bore you if it's an afternoon, uh, or not bombard you with too much of technical information if it's a night. So if you can just help me out understanding where you are all from. I'm connecting today from India, Pune to be specific. Very good. Hi Pramod, you're from Melbourne. Nice. Sandesh joining in from Australia. Very good. We have people from Mumbai, India. Very good. Bangalore. So we'll just wait for a couple of more minutes, and then we'll start. This is great to see, guys. All of you coming in. If you want to go grab a glass of water, please go ahead, do so, because next 60 minutes is gonna be eventful, and I'm sure you would not want to miss any minute of it. You can trust me for that, and I'll make sure that you guys are not away from your screens as well. Unfortunately, I cannot see you today. I always want to see the faces as well with the videos on. But today I won't be able to see you because it's a webinar mode. But I'm sure you guys would be happy having the conversation from there. Just to help you out, there will be a team from Photon's side who will be helping me in managing the chat boxes as well. So whatever query, whatever questions you have, feel free to drop it into the chat directly so that it helps us understand and address all of your questions better. I'm just gonna be waiting for one more minute. Is it okay if I can wait one more minute, or should we start? If you can just provide your answers in the comment, and I'll follow the same. Sure, then I'll wait for a minute. And in the meanwhile, if you can also help me understand what are your designation and your company name, that will also help me to understand what kind of audience I am talking to today. And then I will again try to customize as much as I can. And trust me, guys, all of this which is going to be coming is from the experience which I've gained over close to a decade of work and the professional journey, and the learnings which I have taken over the years. Nothing's gonna be scripted here. Uh, so if you have any points, feel free to share. Uh, but most importantly, if you can share your designation and your company name, that will really help me understand where you are coming from. Hi, you are. Very good, Nikhil. I hope you guys can see the screen. Just let me know if everything is speak and span for you. I'm going to be entering the presenter mode as well, so that all of you can see the full screen. Just give me a thumbs up when you are able to see the screen up. Very good, fantastic. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in from across the globe. We have people from India, US, Australia, Nepal, Singapore. Yes, thank you so much for the thumbs up. Uh, how to 10x your valuation using IP. So this is the topic for today's webinar. I'm your host Priyank Khandelwal, and I have been working in this field for close to a decade now, helping universities, startups, funded companies, large corporations in identifying and leveraging the value of IP. And today we thought of putting together a unique topic which is gonna help everybody to understand what is IP and how you can actually increase your valuation to not to 1x, not to 2x, but to 10x. How can you actually leverage your IP to 10x the valuation is what we're going to be talking today. One request for all is just keep the chat box buzzing so that I understand who is joining, who is saying, and if you can, whenever you are joining, just please say hi so that I know you guys are listening to me and not sleeping behind the screen. So who is this webinar for? As I said, this webinar is going to help the founders, the C-suite guys, the CXO guys from the tech companies who can actually leverage their IP, and also the folks who are working with different firms and they are having responsibilities in terms of consulting and the profiles of consultant, because they are talking to others, they are talking to the founders ultimately, who will be the most beneficial people and from this particular webinar, and the overall ecosystem where if you are even in-house counsels, legal counsel, all of these guys can also take a lot of benefits from the today's discussion. What is the core goal for this particular webinar? Do you have, I mean, I have already said a lot of things. There is also a poll from my team. If you can just type your answer to that, it's a radio selection, and that will really help me understand the personality of the people and the audience. Yes, thank you so much for pouring the answer. I'll just wait for 20 seconds on this one because we have a lot to cover. Very good. I see only 35% of people have filled in their responses. If you can, please go ahead and if your designation is apart from the ones which is mentioned in the list, feel free to share that in the comment section itself. Or if you aspire to get any of the designations which is mentioned in the chat, in the poll, feel free to share your aspirational designation as well. Because we are talking about IP, and IP is something which you imagine today and gets shaped into the future. So in order to realize your dreams into reality, we are having this session. So 10x is all about how you imagine something which will be worthwhile in the future while you are doing the work in the present. Excellent. So more than 66% people replied to it, and most of them are founder from the in-house counsel background, and they're working in the SaaS startup space. Very good. As so this is going to be my promise for you guys. Since you are giving me 1 hour of your valuable time, I make a commitment to give you a special offer, which nobody has ever seen, nobody has ever received, and honestly, I have not given this to anybody. So today is going to be the first time I'm going to be disclosing a lifetime offer for a very short period of time, but it's going to come towards the mid or end. I do not know, depending upon the session. I'm going to be sharing that. If you're excited, please thumbs up. And just more about why we are doing this session. So guys, we are on a mission at a firm called as Photon Legal. I'm a founding partner of firm Photon Legal, and we are on a mission to help 10,000 tech companies, including SaaS companies, to protect their IP so that they can leverage it to raise the investment quickly and also solve the problems which they were born to solve. Because money, the investment, is really crucial for any company to survive. And without that, without capital, you cannot plan to execute things which you're planning for the future. So in order to have a better future together, all the companies, all the startups, all the corporations require certain capital, and to leverage those capital and to get hold of those capital, you require certain leverage at your side. So IP is one of those leverage which you can use to make a difference. Photon Legal as a firm would like to help you out in doing that. So what can we achieve in today's conversation? We will understand about why you need to protect your IP, how to raise funds faster, I will also share some of the case studies which will help you to relate things better and imagine for the better future. How do we get started on your own IP strategy? More to know about this in the coming points. Some background about us, guys. We are a team of professionals sitting out of India, working for the global companies. Recently, in just last two weeks back, we got awarded by Forbes India as India's top law firm. Photon Legal has been selected as a top law firm in the country, and we have been in the news and the media pretty much for last couple of years because of the excellent quality of work which we have been doing and the kind of client tell which we have. These are some of the slides just to share some bit about ourselves. You can, of course, check it out on the social media. We are the fastest growing intellectual property firm in the world. And the reason for that is speed. How? Again, the speed is very important and very dear to us. We're going to be talking about it more detail in the coming slides. So far, we have filed more than 3,000 patent applications across the globe. So out of IP, patent is going to be the crucial asset which one should have, and all the people who are joining here are also looking for understanding more about that. We'll be talking about it, of course. Interesting fact, guys, we have never lost a single case, and that gives us a lot of confidence. And that's the reason why we want to share this knowledge that how to achieve your wealth goals using IP. So if 10x the valuation is something which you are looking for, IP is the only thing. Some of the excellent clients which we have, and we are very privileged and fortunate to serve, are Tata's. The name defines trust, basically. So Tata is synonymous to trust in the country across the globe. And we have been working with different clients as well, right from edutech to adtech to hiring tech to analyzing users' behavior in real time to health tech client to agri-tech. So anywhere the tech comes, the IP also comes. This is just few names of the clients, but we have been serving more than 200 plus clients for in last 4 years of our entrepreneurship journey. I've been saying a lot. Who am I? Quick introduction about me. I'm a person who loves the fusion of technology and legal. I'm an engineer and a lawyer. It was destiny that I could attend Tel Aviv University in Israel. I went there to learn cybersecurity, business entrepreneurship. Ended up loving the subject of IP instead of internet protocol. I loved intellectual property more. So the IP I got from Israel and completed my engineering from COEP. I love adventure sports. Last year around same time in April, May, I was at the top of Everest Base Camp. I submitted that. Then I also take part in some of the Rubik's Cube and all. And we are on a mission to make India a first world nation. This is the biggest vision of my life so far. We want to make India a first world nation. We have been people are still calling us third world nation, but I don't agree to that. And I want to make India a first world nation. I think IP is that crucial pillar which is going to help India become a first world nation. If you agree with me, you can just provide a thumbs up or comments, and that will be just good validation for my mission as well. How can IP 10x your valuation? So this is the most important topic, guys, which everybody wants to understand, and that's probably the reason why also you could register for this webinar, spend your crucial 1 hour with us. Now, idea is pretty simple. Protect everything which you create. That's what I believe in. Each and every individual has a mind which is capable of imagination, which is capable of imagining things which nobody can even comprehend, nobody can even visualize, but you can. So if each and every one of you start to imagine things, start to look at the problems around your neighborhood, around the place where you are living, and come up with solutions which can actually solve those problems, you are creating IP. So anything which you create using your mind, using your intellectual, is called as IP, intellectual property, and then you can safeguard it and get a right over it. That's how the word becomes intellectual property right. So I'm going to be talking about on how to understand IP, how to harness the real power of IP. That's why we call it as I power. There are multiple types of IP. One is design, second is patent, copyright, trademark. If you can just give me a feedback whether I'm going fast, too slow, or you guys are able to understand me and we are on this together, just let me know, and I can accordingly adjust my pace. If if this is fine, you can just let me know we are good to go, and I am okay. If not okay, just let me know not okay. If you're not able to hear me, provide those comment as well, and we'll go much deeper into what is design rights, what is patent, what is copyrights, and what is trademark as well. All right. Okay, it seems okay, okay, cool. So there are multiple kind of IP, as I said. Anything and everything which you think, which you can visualize, which you can imagine in your head, can be given a shape and form. The moment you give a shape and form, you are creating a property. The moment you go to the government offices and say, you know what, whatever I have created is unique in its own nature, give me a protection so that nobody copies it. That is the time you go to the government and seek rights over your unique creation. If that creation is related to a tangible product which people can see, touch, and feel, for example, phone like this, get a design protection. If the imagination is about reducing power consumption, improving the efficiency of any particular machine or a product, or even a pharmaceutical product or a drug composition, you are basically coming up with a new technology which can be safeguarded by having a patent application for it. Then the right comes is called as copyright, which is basically anything and everything which you create, be it books, books, presentation, the material which I'm presenting today, uh, the websites, the content, whatever you generate, all the photographs which you click, the videos you make, the reels you make, everything is protected by copyrights. And there is a trademark, which is basically for protection of your brand name, identity, the color, logos, and the entire representation of your brand in the market. And these all put together forms an IP for your product, for your company, for your offerings. And this is what you should be leveraging. If you are still not doing it, I am telling you, you guys are lagging behind. And subsequent slides will tell you why you are lagging behind and what is the significance of being the first one in the race when it comes to getting an IP protection. All right. Very interestingly, so everybody has a mobile phone, and this slide is very important because it will tell you how all the IP rights put together come in for any single product. So everybody has a mobile phone today. Have you ever thought that these are the different kind of IP rights which would be applicable to a mobile phone? If you have, if you know about it, very good. If you do not, you can say no, and that will tell me how should I go ahead with the remainder of the presentation. So trademark, basically, as I said, it's gonna represent your brand name, the logo and everything. So if you look at the phone itself, the design of it will tell you what kind of phone it is. Uh, Even without looking at the name of the product, people can understand that, oh, this bottle is from this particular company. If you look at different designs, so design right is basically for the shape and aesthetic of the particular product. In mobile phones is the shape of the phone. If somebody copies that particular shape, the company who started manufacturing and launched those products first and filed those protection can actually sue and stop the other one from abusing that particular rights. Then there are copyrights, patents, as I said, it's about the technology. So all this 5G, 6G, everybody's talking about the data communication, data processing. If your mobile phone is helping you to get a ride or a cab in real time, the background algorithm is protected by filing patent applications. So similarly, each and every product which you see, the laptops which you are using to connect over here, the Zoom application which you are using, everything is backed by IP. Either it's patents or trademarks or design or copyright or everything put together. Trade secret is also there. We're not going to be touching about the trade secret in today's topic. Most significant IP right any technological company can have, any company which is using tech as their core will require patent. And if you are not having a patent right now, you are seriously not encashing the opportunity which you have in the market. So how many of you do not have a patent or ever heard of a patent or have filed? I mean, to how many of people this concept is an alien concept? Is there anybody like that, or we are all aware of IP? So if you can just say yes or no. Do you guys know about patent? You can say yes or no in the chat box and let me know that you guys are still with me and this is a relevant topic to you. Very good. All right, so everybody knows about patent. So yes, it's for the imagination. It's for the moment you have a patent, the best part is that the idea which you have is disclosed publicly. Anybody across the globe can read the patent application which you filed, which also means you are inspiring a generation, you are inspiring the entire world to think, to learn from your creative product, to learn from your algorithms, to learn from your new idea and develop something new on top of it. Or maybe understand that, do some research about it and make sure whether if they can actually replicate it, improve it, or work together with you. So you basically inspire people by filing a patent application. It's a very rare thing. The process is very different. But the moment you say, I am a patent holder, people will start to look at you from respect as well, because you are somebody who is creating, building, and playing with the intellectual stuff. So you are recognized as an intellectual guy if you say, I have a patent pending or I have a patent granted. Sharing is what you are actually doing. You share the patent so that people can know about it, and the government is giving you right. It's a legal right which is given by the government so that nobody can use your technology, your patented idea for free. You can stop people from using it, importing the same technology in the country, uh, sharing that particular know-how with others for commercial benefit. You can stop all of those commercial activity and the commercial benefits arising out of the invention for which you are seeking a patent protection for. You can stop people from manufacturing, selling, using, importing, and all of these things. So each and everything which we use in our day-to-day life, where you see use of technology, all of these are backed by a patent application. We have so many case studies. I will not go over these points over here itself. Now, speaking of case study, one of the very good case study which has happened in recent time is with the airline giants like Boeing versus Airbus. Some of you might know about it if you guys have been following me on LinkedIn and other social media channels. We have written a very good case study on this Boeing versus Airbus. What actually happened was there was error in writing the patent application. And that error costed Boeing very heavily. So Boeing lost a patent application in the US, in the Europe, and in other countries as well, where they just misplaced one comma, and it was about a communication technology between the sender and the receiver during the active airline transmission. So if a flight is airborne, then how the communication happens to identify which are the routes available for flying, for landing, and so there was a flight controller to the cockpit. The communication channel, the patent was about that communication channel, and because of one misplaced comma, the entire patent got invalidated. Airbus went against them and say, you know what, this patent does not make sense. And Boeing lost that particular case in the court because of one patent. And this was not just about one patent case, but the millions and billions of dollars of revenue which Boeing lost. Had Boeing taken due care there, they would have earned a lot much money by just licensing their technology out to other people in the market. So Airbus actually went against and got that patent application cancelled so that Airbus can use the technology for free. And now Boeing does not have a patent on this communication framework. That's why it's very important, guys, to have very competent patent attorneys who can review the claims, who can write the patent applications, and ensure that your rights are safeguarded in the right manner. One more case study I have for you is about very famous giants in the mobile and telecommunication space and the consumer electronics space overall is Apple versus Samsung. So what happened is Apple, since everybody knows, they are very great in terms of safeguarding their IP. And Apple, back in 2012, filed a protection for the technology called as zoom, pinch to zoom. Like you can use two fingers, and the moment you go out with the two fingers, the screen size increases. And if you converge the finger towards each other, you bring the two fingers close to each other on the at the same time on the screen is to get shrunk, the zoom in is to happen. And for that, they applied for a patent application on this, got the patent approved, and Samsung started using those technology, using these feature in their mobile applications. When Apple got to know about it, they sued Samsung and got $1 billion in damages. That is why you should protect your IP if you have not done so. Start today. Another interesting IP right, as I said, is called as trademark. Now, as I said, trademark is a brand identification. Anything and everything which represents your brand, be it your logo, be it your tagline, be it the kind of service you're providing, or be it even the sound of your engines. The automobile manufacturers, these guys protect the sound of their engine, even the shape of your product. So I have a very fantastic question for you guys. Has anybody ever had a chocolate which is of a shape in pyramidal shape, like a pyramidal or a triangular shaped chocolate? Do you guys remember the name of it? Can you please share it in the chat? How many chocolates are there in the world with pyramidal or triangular shape? Can you name those? That's the very common one. Any other guesses, guys? Any other company or the chocolate company which has a shape of triangle or pyramid? Can you recall those? All right. So nobody is anyways coming. So the couple of answers which I got is Toblerone, and the answer is correct. Toblerone is the only chocolate in the world which has a triangular or a pyramidal shape. And the reason and the fact of the matter is that Toblerone has safeguarded their shape as their trademark. So no chocolate manufacturer in the world, no chocolate company can come up with the shape of the chocolate as triangular or the pyramidal shape as of Toblerone. And that's the reason why everybody across the globe knows about Toblerone without even looking at the wrapper of the chocolate. That's the power of trademark. The moment you see a giant M in yellow color with a red color in the back, what do you recall? Big golden arch or big M? Yes, absolutely. That's the McDonald's. So even without saying the name of the brand, people are able to relate to it, and that's what the power of trademarks is. It's all about brand recall. So even the name, if you look at, it's trade called as business mark is identification. So anything and everything which helps in other people understand and recognize and remember your brand can be protected by filing trademark applications. You can have trademark for name, brand, logo, even name of the people, and also the sound, color, taste, you name it. Anything can be trademarked. Interestingly, Taylor Swift is a singer in the US, and she's been filing a lot of trademark applications for the different kind of albums she comes up with, different kind of taglines she comes up with. She has almost 350 trademark applications filed across the globe, and she's been filing trademark consciously since 2007. The moment somebody else tries to use the phrases which she trademarked, she also filed a lawsuit against those and recover the money in damages, recover money by getting into merchandising, by getting into royalties, and that's the passive income, guys. So you want to understand how to 10x your valuation? Start filing trademark applications today itself. If you have not done so, please start today. It's going to help you. The likes of Taylor Swift, Rihanna. Again, Rihanna has filed more than 40 plus trademark applications across the globe. Uh, she has even filed trademark on her own name so that nobody can copy her name and start to dupe someone else or get on a show, get on a music show, get on a pop show and copy her style as well. In fact, interestingly, back in 2019, she even sued her own dad because her father was using the trademark which she filed and was making money without her knowledge. He even went to that extent. I'm not asking you to go to that extent, but this is just an information for you that how powerful the trademarks are or the IP protection is what all of these guys, these stars, the pop stars, the the music sensations, the labels, everybody pay attention to. So when it comes to creative industry, when it comes to innovative industry, IPs are the most important asset you can have. Now, this is again Korean boy band. To be honest, guys, I'm not a big fan of this band, but one thing specifically piqued my interest, which is the valuation this particular band has. If you guys have any idea or you want to take a guess, can you please type in the chat the valuation of this Korean boy band or the BTS band? What could be the valuation of this band? These guys got famous in the last couple of years and they have insane valuation. What is that valuation? Can you take a guess? The chat bar is open, guys. I want to understand what sort of valuation you think a band could get. $3 billion, $1 million, $10 billion. All right, there's 100 billion question mark. It could be. I don't know. You guys. And yes, do not use ChatGPT for this question or Google. Just be here behind the screen, be nice voice, and provide your answer or make a wild guess. Make a wild guess. What could it be? It's a music band. It's a music band with a bunch of guys singing songs, doing a lot of other stuff which I'm not aware of. You guys, if you guys are following Korean band, you would know. 100 billion, 500 million, 100 billion seems too far. In fact, the valuation of LinkedIn might not be $100 billion. Very good. Anyone else want to take a guess? All right, so let me share that with you. And it's a whooping $4 billion valuation. The band started in 2013, recently started to get interest a lot from across the globe. In Asia, everybody is consuming K-pop, K-drama because of this particular band. And there's somebody closest to that valuation mark as well. Yes, somebody gets it close enough, but not exact. And the band registered more trademark applications than any other music label, like established music label across the globe at the Korean Patent Office in 2021 itself. They have even, one of the reasons why these guys got huge valuation is because of their massive following on social media channels. They have got massive revenue coming in from the licensing and the royalty deals which the K-pop is able to get, and the kind of amazing, huge, extravagant live shows which these guys are able to perform. The ticket revenues and everything come to put together, and the followership which they have on different social media channel is what helping them to get to this valuation. They have registered trademarks even in the name of their different events, like they have BTS Universe Story, BU, Armypedia, Bang Bang Con. So there's a new comic series which they might be even launching. So they have registered marks for even those things as well. So you can of course read about read a lot about them in your spare time. But this is what the power of trademark is. I specifically wanted to touch upon some of the unique segments today, rather than traditional businesses where everybody knows how the IP right would be used. So that's how the pop culture, pop side is what I want to bring in here today. Now let's talk about some of the companies which have successfully used IP to increase their valuation to 10x. Can you take a guess on which company would be the most innovative company in the world? And I'm sure you would know the innovative companies in the world, the most innovative company in the world. Who is the most, or which is the most innovative company in the world? Some people are saying Apple, Samsung, Tesla. Yes, Tesla are doing fantastic. Apple, Tata, not the innovation side, I would say. But the largest company in terms of giving employmentship is, yes, that's Tata, but not the most innovative company on the planet. 3M, very interesting. I have so many stories on 3M and how the entire idea discussion and design thinking started. Reliance, no, that's not the one. Few folks guessed it right. It's none other than Apple. The valuation of the entire Apple group in 2020 was calculated up to $2 trillion. That's the largest valuation any company has in terms of the value they have created using the IP. And the reason, the most important reason for doing that is conscious effort towards creating innovation, creating that culture of innovation across different verticals, different levels in the organization, and also consistently and aggressively filing patent applications of their innovative tech. Whatever features you see in Apple are not something which is very common in the other mobile technology companies, predominantly because they safeguard their IP. They safeguard the tech by filing patent applications. More than 72,000 applications is what Apple has filed globally. That means nobody can replicate the same tech being filed by Apple. And it includes iPhone, iPad, iMac. Previously, they used to have the FM, the smaller iTouch, and the other one, the music device as well. Uh, Everything was backed by IP, and that's why they command monopoly in the market. If you want to become a monopoly, if you command the monopoly in the market in whatever service or the product you are offering to the world, file IP, file patents, predominant. I have few more. So again, when I talk about innovation, nobody can forget about Netflix. They have changed the entire landscape of how the entertainment industry is today. Somebody comment about Disney. Yes, Disney has also been very much in the forefront in creating new technologies. But Netflix has changed the way we are looking at consuming the media. Every device today has a Netflix account on it, and everybody is using it across the globe. They have also protected not just their technology, uh, which is from the streaming side, but also the content which they are coming up with. Netflix is just not just a technology company, but a production house as well, which is coming up with their own concept, own shows, own production, which is protected by filing copyright application. Each and every show has a unique name backed by trademark applications again. Very significant IP portfolio, guys, if you want to understand more about it. The company again is valued at $267 billion last year. This, I mean, I can't imagine traveling to a new country today without worry of a transfer, without asking my travel agent to book a transfer for me for the entire trip, because I have a cab on my fingertips. I can land in any country in the world today and get a cab just without even raising or waving hand on the street. I can sit in the comfort of my room, book a cab, wait for the cab guy to come, and then get it in the car, which is just booked for me. Uber has filed more than 270 applications across the globe to provide us this ride hailing services in real time. Valuation of this company is $72 billion. Google, everybody knows Google. They started as a search engine. Now they are into almost everything, be it maps, I mean, in fact, each and everything which you do today is based on Google in one way or another. Be it even starting off Android as an operating system for mobile telephones is also from Google. Again, $1.5 billion in terms of the valuation, guys. These companies, of course, were started from garage. Everybody started from garage. Everybody focused on the tech and made it till $1 trillion valuation because they have been consciously filing patent applications across the globe. You want to understand about how to identify areas to file a patent? We can help you out. So don't worry. It's not that you have to start filing patents in thousands and 10,000s across the globe. You can start with one as well. Identify that one thing and start the process today. Because if you delay it, then somebody else will do it, and you will not be able to say that, oh, but you know what? I thought that first. You cannot do that. If you want to have that bragging rights, go and protect yourself today. The more you delay it, the more you are open for the market, and people will just come in and snatch the pie which you are having. So we talked about how to, I mean, what kind of companies got the insane valuation, not just 10x, but multi-folds. Now, I will be talking about some of the companies which, because they were focused on IP, got a very favorable offer, which not only increased their valuation 10x, but even to multi-fold from there, and got acquired by favorable offers as well. So all of you, almost all of you, would have joined this session today from a LinkedIn invite which was received. Is it yes or no? Can you just help me with that in the chat? I'm almost halfway, guys. So I just want to see if you guys are around. Can you please provide yes or no? If you have joined this from LinkedIn, just say yes. If you are not willing to type yes, you can just type Y as well. Even that would give me confirmation. Yes, everybody joined from LinkedIn. Can anybody tell me who is the owner or who is the parent of LinkedIn as a company today? Or who acquired LinkedIn? Anybody knows the answer? If you know the answer, go ahead and provide in the chat. I can see a couple of answers going in. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, you guys are absolutely correct. It's Microsoft, which acquired a social media platform. And you know what? The price paid to LinkedIn to get this acquisition back in 2016 was $26.2 billion. It is because of the almost 10,000 patent applications which are filed by LinkedIn across the globe. Now, this patent is for the AI algorithm which LinkedIn has built, which helps you to connect to the right audience from your demographic, from your target market, from your ICP, your ideal customer profile. So people are using LinkedIn for conducting webinars, inviting people like yourself to the kind of this webinar which we are doing to promote their business online, and also not just do that, but also reach to the right audience. So if I'm posting a content today, LinkedIn algorithm knows the kind of target market which I have, and that algorithm consciously helping me increase my visibility on the platform. It's rewarding me by giving me better followers, increasing number of followers, which gives me an incentive, which gives me a dopamine hit. And ultimately, Microsoft was basically interested in this algorithm because Microsoft is a tech company. They will not acquire anybody without a tech. Again, the next biggest acquisition which Microsoft has recently done is has already, brought a lot of sensation in this world, which is OpenAI's ChatGPT. So OpenAI, again, Microsoft has major stakeholding in that. More than 50% they have acquired. And that's how Microsoft as a company is conscious enough to either build IP or get those IP by paying the cash. And LinkedIn as a company is leveraging their IP, the IP which they have built in the years in the garage is now helping them leverage it and get the capital out of their leverage. So you can have, guys, two kind of leverage if you're an entrepreneur. You can either leverage people. You can create a team where the team is helping you to achieve your wealth goals when you are not around, or you can leverage capital. So capital is your leverage. You can raise money, get your wealth goals realized, and IP can help you do all of these because you can incentivize your team. The team is committed towards creating new innovation because, as I said in the beginning, every head, every mind can create one unique idea, at least one. So imagine if everybody in your organization start to think about that consciously. How can I create IP? How can I solve a certain problem? The company will go from point A to point B automatically without you doing anything. Just leverage the people and the ideas which they come up with. Another interesting technology company, Instagram, which has taken the world by storm. Back in 2012, Facebook saw the potential Instagram had, and it acquired Instagram for $1 billion because they tapped the potential at the beginning itself. So now Meta, the overall Facebook group itself, Meta, which is rebranded, these guys have more than 6,700 patent applications filed globally. And it includes sharing your photo, again, in the real time, coming up with different kind of filters on top of it, scheduling events, reminding you for multiple things, helping you to make a community on the platform, suggesting you relevant content on the platform so that you are hooked to the platform. and also the ad algorithm which they have, which is ultimately helping them to make money. All of these put together have a lot of patents in it. If you do not know how to identify patents in your tech, we can help. Just drop in the comment that, okay, you need help and we will help you out. If you can provide your email address, my team will reach out to you post the session and we can help you out in understanding what exactly you need and how we can help to help basically help you leverage your patent. Again, interesting technology companies, which is Motorola. Back in the days, Motorola used to file lots of patent applications. Then Google came in when they launched Android, and Google said, you know what, we are coming up with a new mobile operating system, and we might be getting sued, or we will attract potential lawsuits from the Apples of the world, because these guys were already into the mobile technology. And to safeguard themselves and to get a hold of interesting technology, Google acquired Motorola purely for patents, the patent portfolio which Motorola had. And that's the reason why Google acquired Motorola. So if you have a patent portfolio which is very targeted, very specific, very niche in a particular technology segment, you will get favorable acquisition offer as well. And for any founder, there can be two kind of exits which will be good. I would say either you go to the IPO or you get an acquisition offer good enough, which helps you reap the benefits of all the efforts which you have done so far. Again, ARM, it's a leading semiconductor company, again got acquired by NVIDIA, which is a giant in itself, for $40 billion. Reason? Simple. Patents. File patents, get favorable acquisition offer, raise funds because you have patent application. You can harness the IP, you can leverage the IP if you have it. How can we help? We offer certain services, guys. Are you all with me? I think you guys are. Yes, I can see the number of participants. You guys have been very great audience so far. So there are multiple things which needs to be done. I mean, one of the services which we offer, which is very core, is called as IP audit. So when we get on board, we identify what sort of ownership of IP you already have. If you have filed a bunch of patents, trademarks, and everything, we'll see how is that linked to your products. Is it going to help you to raise funds or not? Whatever due diligence is required, we help you do that. If the investors are asking you tough questions around how can you stop competition, patent or the IP is the answer to this. You want to reduce your risk and help you fast track your mergers and acquisition, and IP audit done at the right time will help you identify all of these. So we'll basically give you a dashboard which will tell you what are the risks, what are the vulnerabilities, what are the opportunities where you can safeguard your tech, your brand name, and become better prepared for a mergers and acquisition or for a next round of funding. So an audit will give you 360-degree view in terms of how protected you are, how well protected and safeguarded you are. If you are not, we'll also provide you recommendations so that you can go ahead and secure yourself. Now, in all the slides, if you have seen, patents or the IP is linked to the commercial value of all the case studies which I gave had this valuation factor present, be it almost $2 trillion valuation of Apple or $1.5 trillion of Google or the $1 billion acquisition of Instagram. All of these happened because IP is an asset, and every asset has a value. That value can be realized when you take your asset out in the market by asking for royalties, by asking for licensing opportunities. If there are other companies who wish to work on the similar technology, but you want to enjoy the passive income, you can rent out your technology as well. You can rent out your brand name to someone else and they will do the hard work, and you will have the check coming in your bank account every month on day one of the month. So all of these things, like how to identify people who are already using your technology, we can help you out. That's one of the core services which we have for IP as well. IP commercialization, then IP management. If you have a large portfolio, we can help you to manage it, identify some certain strategies which will help you to increase the reach of your portfolio in multiple countries. Again, if there are gaps, we will do the sanitation check. We'll help you in aligning your vision with the business, with the product, with the innovation you are coming up with. So business vision vision of the company must be aligned with your IP vision as well. If you do not have an IP vision, we can help you to come up with an IP strategy, which will help you to create a plan and show that plan to the management that, okay, this is the reason why I'm investing in patents. This is the reason why I'm investing in my brand protection. Depending again on the nature of business you have, we can discuss all of those and come up with a better IP strategy, which will help you to achieve your wealth goals, either to raise fund, get acquisition offer, stop your competitor, become a market leader and become a monopolist in the market, or hire great talents. If you are a company who is focused on innovation, each and every individual would want to work with those companies. Nobody wants to work in a company which is just doing cut, copy, paste and not thinking. The moment you stop thinking and imagining, that's when you start the downfall. And all the companies, for example, Kodak, nobody uses Kodak today. Everybody, I mean, Kodak used to be a thing back in the days when they had great camera technologies, but they said no to innovation. They shut their doors. And today, nobody uses Kodak. Now, you will say, okay, Priyank, you have said you have shared so many case studies, but what about how to identify IP? Do you even know what is IP worthy in your business? So we have again a poll here. If you guys know what is IP worthy in your business, you can say yes. If you do not know, say no. Or if you need any kind of help in identifying IP worthiness of your business, we can help you out in doing that as well. Or you can get it done from someone else. But the main point is, where are you? Where are you in terms of identifying, and at what stage are you? Do you know what is IP worthy in your business? If yes, you can just say yes. If no, you can say no. Otherwise, you can say if you need help, you can provide that answer as well. I'll just wait here for a second just to let you guys answer. And we're doing good here so far. Very good. A lot of people are saying yes, yes, yes. There's a poll, guys. You can just answer to the poll as well so that we know who said yes, who said no, and who needs help. So the team in the back end can also reach out to you by looking at your answers and help you understand what is IP worthy in your business. Because as I said, I'm here on a mission to help you understand and leverage the power of IP. That's what my mission is. Very good. So we have got more than 50%. That's so the folks can think about it and provide those answers to me later on. I have just shared the result as well. So almost 11, like 47 people answered it. Most of them know about IP in their business, which is very good. Some of them needs help. Team, please reach out to these guys and help them out. Now, how to use IP to 10x your valuation? What can you do? Now, I've talked about patents, copyrights, design, trademark, all of these IP rights and how the other companies in the world are doing it. But what can you do? Are you guys ready to go to a next level? We can help you in these 4-step framework to reach your wealth goals using IP. We'll help you assess IP portfolio and align your business objective to the vision by doing an IP strategy for you. We'll help you to come up with a plan so that you can protect and manage all of your IP assets, be it code, be it your software, be it your product, be it your brand name, all of it. We can also keep on coming up with different strategies which will help you to extend the protection across the globe. Because if you have protection in one country, it is only valid in that country. You got to extend it in other countries if you have market presence in another country. So everything, every right in IP is geographical right. IPs are predominantly geographical rights, except the copyright, which is just for the work which you create. But the technology, the brand name, all of these are territorial rights. Okay. And when we do all of these things together, you basically achieve your goal of 10x valuation, as I promised. 10x is possible, guys. That's what we have been talking about. So are you guys ready to take your business to a next level? Are you guys excited to see how your business can be leveraged and how you can actually increase your valuation? Are you guys interested? Can you prioritize coming up with an IP strategy for yourself? Do you want to implement an IP strategy at your business? Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe in next 2 months, maybe in several months down the line. You can provide those feedback. There is another poll running from our team. Thank you so much, team, for being so prompt. I feel really nice. All right, yes. So we're getting we have got almost 42% of the answer, and as I promised, guys, I have something in store for you. I have a very special surprise for all the people who have been patiently listening to all the things which I've been sharing so far. I'm going to be ending the poll. I've got almost 47% of people response. And if others want to respond, you can keep on responding later on or provide that in the chat as well. Most of the people have said that they want an IP strategy, or IP strategy is basically a priority for them. That means you are ready to take your business to a next level, guys. Big shout out to you, big congratulations to you that now you have understood the importance of it. And now let me tell you how we can help to harness all of those in and realize that. All right, so as I promised, there is a special offer for everybody who has been on the call and patiently listening and understanding the nuances of IP. The strategy called the 4-step framework, which I talked about, the IP strategy audit, the invention mining, where we will help you to understand what is IP worthy of your product. And in order to validate that, we'll do a patent search, we'll conduct the search across the globe, come up with different responses, and whatever idea people have filed across the globe, come with that list and do that research for you. Everything just for $35,000. And as I said, I have a special offer for you. Okay, special means really special, right? So for you, only for today, special offer is not $3,500, but it's just $1,500 for all of these things combined together. Are you guys excited? Are you guys excited for this offer? Are you guys happy to see the offer? Trust me, guys, this is the life. I mean, we have never given this kind of offer. And because you have been very patient, very supportive throughout, you guys have been responding to the chat as well. You've came up with this offer. But you know what? I have a bigger surprise for you. How many of you remember the core value which I talked about in the beginning? Can somebody tell me the core value? I said it's about speed. So if I can request my team to share the link in the chat box so that everybody can click on it and see it. Now, guys, here is the magic. If you click on the link, you will see the value of $1,500 for all these 4 items which are mentioned, all the service items which are mentioned here. If you use the coupon code SPEED, SPEED, you can speed. Photon is synonymous to speed. So if you type in a coupon code after clicking on the link SPEED, you will get 80% off onto the current offer. So the $1,500 goes to $300 only because you will be using limited time offer using the code SPEED. And this is limited offer. The moment we end up the webinar, no coupon code would be applied on the link which is shared. So if you want to use this offer, please use it now. It's a lifetime opportunity, guys. Just use the coupon code SPEED. Now, what are we going to do in this? The moment you go on to the link which is provided by the team, you click on there and you will submit information like your name, your email address, your designation, and one as a ticket. And then once you do the transaction, you will get an email from our team with a link, a Calendly link to book an appropriate slot so that we can have an IP strategy call with you. We want to understand what sort of business goals you have so that we can help you align your business goal with the IP vision. We want to understand your vision. We want to understand the roadmap of your product. We would talk with your CEO, CXO, the CTO to understand the product in depth and help you in understanding what is IP worthy in your product. We'll do it everything for you in just $300, which is given. Then we'll also do an IP audit. We'll check who is using your brand name in the market, online, how much abused your brand name is in the online space. You might not even be aware how many similar people or how many companies are already using your name and offering and undercutting you, offering the similar product or the services in the market. We'll help you unearth all of those by doing an IP audit for you. Then, as I said, will after crafting an IP strategy for you, will help you understand what are the key innovative areas which should be protected with filing patent application. All of those will be invention mining activity. We will be telling you on which areas you should be safeguarding, because there are competitors who are trying to protect the same things. And if you do not protect yourself, somebody else might will, and then you will have to end up either in the lawsuit or not use the same technology because you do not have a first mover's advantage. In order to stay ahead of any kind of game, guys, it's always important to be ahead of what your people are even thinking. Invention mining will help you reach to that level. Once we are certain that, okay, there are 5 ideas which our team has identified, we share those with you after the call, then we start doing a research on each of those ideas individually. So one patent search we are going to be doing, and that is going to be covered in the offer, which is shared here. So the coupon code which you have to apply is speed. And let me know if you guys are having any problem on the chat. I'll just wait here for a couple of minutes, and then we'll close the session, close the offer as well. So let me know if you want me to hang on for a bit on this topic. If you have any questions regarding the offer or anything else, you can ask those questions as well, and we will answer those. If not today, we will. You can write to us. My team will provide the coupon code on the group chat itself, and the team please also provide the call scheduling link once the session is over, so that everybody can get this opportunity and get advantage of this. There are a couple of questions also coming in. Are we licensed to file trademarks in the US? If so, what the costing and everything would of course be told to you in a one-on-one discussion which we're going to be having. Are we licensed to? We have partners across the globe. We can file patents, trademarks in almost 140 countries through our network partners, and that's how we do that. Currently, I'm a citizen of India, so that's where I sign the documents for. But we strategize and work together in different countries with different people across the globe to get the protection done for them. So the strategy part, the invention mining, the audit, everything happens in India, and it's one team which advises you. So we can handle all the work, be it from US, India, Singapore, Europe. Currently, I'm also helping a lot of people in China, Japan, in those countries as well. Very good. So we are almost around the time. There are certain questions which people can answer. Is anybody having any trouble in using the payment link? If yes, just let me know. If there are any more questions, please share those questions. You want to write to us, write to us. We will be happy to answer all of those questions. You can also book a discovery call with us, by the way, if you're not sure on how to go ahead. And you are still hesitant on using lifetime deal, by the way, guys, this deal will not be offered otherwise. Okay, this deal is a lifetime deal. We will not be able to provide the same opportunity. If you are missing out on this opportunity, please do not come back and ask me. Please give the deal which or the offer which I opened it for a limited time during the webinar. No, that won't be possible. Even though I would love to do that, but it won't be possible, because today is the time. This is the time where you can actually make that decision. The moment you make a decision, you go and advance one step further in your process of leveraging IP. Trust me, guys, if you do not protect it today, somebody else will. And once somebody else protects the tech which you wanted to do, you lose the bragging rights and you end up in a vicious circle of just providing the services and always catching up the person who's ahead. Do not do that. Okay. Book a discovery call today. Team, if you can just provide the calendar link as well to all the participants, that will help them to make a decision and block the times which will be available for the discussions. You can follow us on LinkedIn. I've also copied my LinkedIn URL so that you can follow all the conversation, all the topics, all the knowledge about IP, and also follow our website to know much more deep insights on IP and how it can help transform the world. You guys have been very patient. Thank you so much. And I enjoyed having a discussion with you. Thank you. And we are almost around the time as well. So this is Prayank Khandelwal signing off from Photon Legal. Goodbye, good evening, good night to all the members, and very much thank you to all the participants and my fantastic team who helped me put together this amazing webinar. Whatever your feedback, guys, I would be more than happy to receive your feedback. If you can email me, please do so, team, or just write to me on LinkedIn. I'll be more than happy to listen to the feedback as well. It will help me to improve and help me to come up with better strategies, which will keep on the conversation engaging. Again, thank you so much, guys. This is Prank signing off for the final time. All right, bye-bye. Thanks.